hope you are having a great day or a great evening or night. I'm here at home and today I want to share with you this lovely Sunday. And as I said in the video, why is Sunday so special? Let's find out. But I'm going to give you some clues. First, I'm at home and I'm in good company. This is something that probably you know. It's for the belly. I'm feeling little pain, so I'm trying to release that pain. I already did my makeup. So I'm ready. I'm with my dog, which is so cool, so soft. I'm at home. I'm having a great evening. I'm so relaxed and I'm going to read a book and I tied up little here because I did my makeup. So it's not everything perfect. I have to put everything again in their box. And I'm drinking an amazing tea, which is called Earl Grey in this lovely mug, which is a penguin with a hat, scarf. So lovely. And I'm going to eat a chocolate from an Argentinian brand, which is called Havana. This is one of my favorites because they are it's chocolate with lemon, a creamy lemon inside. So yeah, and I've got in here something really special. I get this book yesterday delivery, I think from Thank You for Your Love. I get this book delivery yesterday from United States. I've been waiting like a month. This book it's called The Book of Life and it says thank you for your like and for being here with me. This book says why and how you can have the good life you want easily, effortlessly, and choicefully. So this book is from Brian Withers. Also, he's a YouTuber. I follow him and he talks about a topic that is really important for me, which is how to be happy and why it's so easy to be happy. And sometimes, thank you for your like. And sometimes we forget that actually the happy life we came to this lifetime to be happy and to get everything that we want. So I'm going to share with you in the next weeks everything that I get from this book. And yesterday night, I just opened in a page and I read something that um, I totally agree with this. And I can't find it now, but I'm going to tell you anyway, which is if you feel good with yourself, everything that you want, you can get. Okay. And I totally agree with that. When we feel good with ourselves, everything opens and we can get everything that we want. Most of the time, we are in our heads. We think and sometimes we think bad things or we are worried about life. And that creates a separation between what we want and ourselves. So I'm going to be really into these topics the next weeks because I think it's super important for you, for everyone, to get the life that we want. And yeah, so today, this evening, I want to share with you this moment in which I'm going to read this book. And of course, I'm going to get some quotes that help us. For example, let me read you something. Something, okay? I really like, hi, thank you, Alberto Bravo, thank you so much. So, yes, hello, Elias Herman, hello to you. So, I'm talking about this book that I received yesterday at home. I've been waiting for this book like a month. It's called The Book of Life, and it helps you to understand how to get the life that you want. Thank you, Hector. Thank you so much. I'm from Argentina. So I really like knowing that it's guaranteed that I can have the good life that I want. It's no longer a question in my mind. I and I no longer have to ask the questions. Why me? Why does this happen to me? And why can't I have what I want? I realize those questions are a natural consequence of not knowing how life works. But now that I'm beginning to understand, I can see those questions, they make no sense at all. In fact, they are quite ridiculous when I think about them in the context of the creative process, which shows me why things happen in my life as they do and why I can have what I want. So, this is beautiful, and I totally agree. Sometimes, when people don't have what they want, or when they are having for a bad time, they ask themselves, why this happened to me? Or why I don't have what I want. But when you understand that life is a creative process, I don't know if you agree with any type of religion, but all the religions talk about the same. You are the creator of your own life. You decide how your life have to be. And sometimes when the things doesn't work as we want to find somebody else. Oh, it happened because that person did that to me. I cannot get what I want because of the government. I'm not cute enough. That's why I have no girlfriend or boyfriend. And that is not true. You have everything right now in your life to be happy. Okay? That is really important to understand that you are perfect in the way that you are. You are great. You deserve the best in this life. And you are here for being happy. Okay? Hi, Pablo. So, right now I am talking about this book. It's called The Book of Life. And I've been on this topic for a long time. And I really believe that we are the creators of our own happiness and we are responsible for being happy. Okay? So I'm going to read something else. I don't know what I'm going to read, but let's see. So, as a human being, we are an extension of our inner being who is simple, pure, positive energy, all knowing, unlimited, pure love, infinite, infinite intelligence, eternal, everything good. We can say this in reverse as well. We can say that as the being of pure positive energy, we extend into a human form. It is paramount that we acknowledge they are two distinct parts to ourselves because each one, each part has a very different role in the creative process in terms of how our desires come about and turn into physical reality. Second, we have to be sure that we, our human self, is doing our part and not trying to do the part of our inner being. Because if we do, that causes a great deal of low vibration in our energy. That being said, faulty belief, I'm going to talk about that. Faulty beliefs do cause us to try to do the part of our inner being. And that is something we have to stop doing and trust our inner being. The reason we are so much powerful is because of the relationship between our physical self and our inner being. Af- And if we don't cooperate with our inner being, we can get the benefit of what our inner being is doing to make our life flow easily and with great satisfaction. Let me, let me read the last paragraph and I'm going to explain. You may be thinking, if we are so great in our pure positive energy form, why manifest the physical extension to come here to planet Earth? Why not just stay in pure positive energy land? Why rock the boat? Why come here and be subject to all of this physical world stuff? What you will realize as you fully understand this creative process is that both our physical self and inner being are necessary parts of the creative process to function, and therefore for joyful expansion to take place, which again is the fundamental impulse of the universe. Once we know how to live life as it is intended to be lived, we will be very happy to be here on planet Earth. No rush to live and no concern when we do. Pablo, hi. So, yeah, I just pick one page and I just start reading, but the title of this paragraph are the wholeness of who we are. So it's so interesting, this book, and I'm going to read it like carefully and with a lot of love and peace. I'm in a spiritual process right now. I want to talk to you about this. I think I wasn't like a good girl before. I wasn't too good. I was full of resentment. I was full of angry. I was saying to myself, why this happened to me? Why I don't get what I want? And I was putting myself in a bad situation, okay? Because I wasn't happy at all. And one day this year, in the beginning of the year, I just had, you know, a click, something that happened to me, and I decided that I wasn't doing I wasn't doing the right things. I wasn't taking charge of my life, and I were blaming others for what were in my life that I didn't want, like blaming others. Uh, I don't have this because of that one person, for that, blah blah blah. You know, and I decide that I'm the creator of my own life. And if my life is not as I want, it's because of me. And everything started to getting better because I took responsibility of my life and I stopped blaming others. I just realized that I can have the life that I want. Okay? It's possible. And I start doing the things better. with love, I start like taking care of myself, and I start living my life with happiness. I decide to forget and forgive others for what they did to me, and I forget myself for forget for I say sorry to myself because of the bad things that I did. Hi Alfredo. I decide to say, okay, maybe I I was too good, but I wasn't too bad too. I was just a human being, and we all make mistakes. And it's not a perfect, I mean, it's a perfect life, but we all make mistakes. Thank you. I'm talking about really profound things, and I'm talking about deep emotions. And I'm sharing with you that life could be as you want, and you don't have to be sad. You don't have to think that you are enough. You are perfect as you are. And life is going to be good in terms of what do you decide. If you decide that your life is going to be bad, it's going to be like that, okay? One day I read a quote by for that guy from the cars, for uh, the the owner of that car brand. He said, "If you think you are wrong, you are right. If you think you are right, you are right. And if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't." And so I decide to stop saying that my life is not good. I stop saying like why I don't have what I want, why my life is not what I want, and I start doing what is required to get the life that I want. And everything just changed, everything flips, and I've started noticing that I experience better things because I became a better person. I became somebody who is who feels better with herself. I start sorry for the microphone. I start feeling better with myself, and I decide to, yeah, sorry, but I really want to share this with you because um yeah, I just want to share it with you, okay? I hope you are having a great day. I hope you are feeling good with yourself. I'm going to eat this chocolate because probably it's going to help me to feel better. And I think maybe I was a bad girl, and sometimes I get that bad things. Hi, Cesar. Hi, Os. I didn't draw it. They are mine. They are mine, not raw. It's genetic. Mhm. Yes, maybe it happens to you that they are somebody who said, "You are the worst. You are horrible. You don't deserve to be loved," or something like that. It's so horrible to receive that type of treatment, but you have to move on. You have to just nobody determines who you are, and nobody